Well, 6 families and 2 school communities are in mourning today after this crash took the lives of 3 teenagers.
3 others were hurt, and today we're finding out more about the driving conditions along that road that might factor into the crash investigation. WESH 2's Greg Fox is live along Welch Road. And Greg, you're being told visibility was diminished there at the time.
It was. In fact, we have been told by some people who live around here that the lights have been out for a while. I talked with a spokesperson from Duke, and they confirm that ironically, they're in the middle of a lighting improvement project, and because of that, a number of lights are out. You can see this new stanchion light here, and it's right across the street from the curvy road here on Welch, leading up to that tree where the crash occurred, and certainly troopers will be checking everything as they search for a cause of this crash. Candles, photos, balloons, and more mark the spot where 3 teens lost their lives in Sunday morning's crash. Their friends stopped by to pray and remember those who were a part of their everyday lives.
I really miss my brother.
That's how Brittany Blancas Vargas and Jamni Domingo regarded their friend Julio Lopez as close as family and one of the 3 whose lives were cut tragically short by the crash.
He was so nice. He would always he would be the type of person to if you needed something, even if y'all weren't on good terms, he would be there for you.
He would always be there. He was mostly there for his mom. His mom was the only thing he had, and then he only had his mom.
Besides the 17-year-old Lopez, fellow Apopka High School student, 17-year-old Enrico Rodriguez Sabas also died. The Florida Highway Patrol says the truck they were riding in went off the road as it rounded a curve on Welch Road near Wekiva Drive and smashed into a tree. The 3rd teen killed was a 13-year-old at Kelly Park School. Principal Helena Gorgoni informed families in a voice message.
There was a single car accident that tragically took the life of one of our students, along with 2 students from Apopka High School. There were also 3 additional Apopka High School students who were injured in the crash and are in stable condition.
Grief counselors were dispatched to both schools to help students and staff cope with the losses. Residents shared with WESH 2 News that a number of streetlights were out in the area of the crash. A Duke Energy spokesperson confirmed that to be the case, telling us, "We were aware the streetlights were out as part of an ongoing construction project in the area. This is different than when a streetlight requires regular maintenance, such as a new light bulb. We hope to have the streetlights restored by the end of the week." And later on tonight, family, friends, students are expected to gather here to remember the 3 students who were killed and show support for those who are recovering from their injuries, which brings up an important point because this is typically a very, very busy road around this time of day as people are coming home. We've already seen about half a dozen deputies with the Orange County Sheriff's Office going very slowly up and down this road to keep traffic calm and slow. So keep that in mind if you're coming through this area in the next couple of hours. Covering Orange County live near Apopka, Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.